Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone is doing well today. Um, hello, Shan, hello, Steve, hello, Chris. Nice to see you. Yes, happy Sunday. From yesterday, I made a little change. So I wanted to show you what I changed, and we're gonna have to figure out what to do with this road now, but that's okay. So it didn't make sense to have the tram be turning around in the roundabout and clogging that up, and only trams need to be on this road. Cars don't need to be on this road. So then what I did is just added a little piece of pedestrian tram road to bump this out so our turnaround could be outside of any of the car traffic. And then I just attached our two lines in here, which worked really well. We're gonna have to rework this a little bit because this road I had coming attached in here. Whether or not we do that, maybe we don't. Maybe what we do instead is bring this road under here and attach it up over here, which might be a good thing to do. So we got a little reworking to figure out there, but I like this. This made so much more sense. And of course we have all of our decorating to do. The other thing I started working on a little bit was this, I finished this little senior center area. I decided to pull through our pedestrian path. And how amazing if you were in a little retirement community that you could walk across the street and have all this there, and then also you have all these amenities right within walking distance, and then all this transit as well. I just love that so much. So I did a little reworking there. The thing I want to do first. Good morning, good morning. I don't know how you would like us to pronounce your name. Please let us know, because I'm horrible at name pronouncing. So the helicopter didn't fly, yeah. Although that being said, one thing that we do need to think about, I don't think we have any, I don't know if we have any helicopter stuff. And I was looking at this over here because you guys were talking about helicopters, and maybe this might be a good place to put some, we're close to the water, is maybe create little helicopters, maybe like a service area, some admin offices. That could be good over there actually. So that was actually a good suggestion. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. This is too big of a loop. It's taking up too much valuable real estate. I want to rework this. Does not need to be that big of a loop. We can do something much smaller here. Yeah, let's go into our, let's bring our tram track. Turn all this back on. Our tram road, let's bring that all the way to there. So let's scooch this back a little bit. Let's go to there. Okay, and then let's just make a smaller loop here. We could just make a nice little loop here. So I think what I'm actually going to do is use some dirt paths and make a little baby roundabout. Oh, I went too big on that. Hold on. See if I can make this work. This might be too small. It is too small. Of course. Always. Always too small. That's okay. Let's try this again. I think I need to do 60 is what I need to do here. Yeah, 60 is what I really need. I'm gonna back this up. $60. Yeah, because 40 is just too tight. Game is saving. Now, just move this for a moment. 60 will work. Lovely. Excellent. Okay. And you know what we can do? We could actually make this a nice pedestrian connection. Can we make this all? That would be really nice, actually. Little nice pedestrian, and then go back into nice. Oh, and then this actually just needs to be a little pedestrian piece there. Okay. All right, so now that I've mucked all that up, hopefully I can just have a little stop in here, and then that'll connect up into there, hopefully. There we go. Hopefully this doesn't stay there. Hopefully I haven't messed myself up, because sometimes that happens, but can't do anything about it right now. Hopefully that takes care of itself. We shall see. I do 81 tiles. Yeah, this whole map is 81 tiles. Yep, I do. I'm hoping this solves itself and that we don't have this sitting there for the rest of eternity. Hopefully that will fix itself. I hope so. Oh, is that gonna just, is this gonna just, oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now we are all situated again. Okay. That is much nicer. And then we're not taking up as much valuable space here. All right, let's grab. We need to figure out the rest of this area and start getting this. I'm actually going to pause this for a moment. Get this all zoned in, and while this is filling in, we can decorate. It's kind of the tentative plan here. Let's grab our lovely road with trees here, like we have there. And actually, we're kind of using this other one here. Let's use that then. Bring that down into there. And we get a nice little curve here. Yeah, nice little cul-de-sac back there. Definitely hook up a lot of pedestrian paths, of course. Okay, now that we've given ourselves a little bit more room here, which is nice. Hello, Bobble. Thank you. Yeah, it looks nice. And I think we'll end up doing something over here too with this trim line, make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, so we've got our little senior centers situated in these. So we've got the rest of this that I kind of want to fit in. Let's put, I'm actually going to, let's put our fire station. Oh, I bet it would fit there. On the back side of the pool. No, it doesn't quite, it overlaps a bit too much, but that's okay. Let's put this on this corner here. That looks very nice. Okay. All right, so there is our fire station. Let's grab our post office, put that in the corner there. Our bank can go right there as well. I want to have it on this road and not on the tram road. Okay, and then we've got our police station, which that can just go right here. Very nice. Okay, and then we've got these three buildings. So this is a medical clinic, but we already do have, we have this medical, oh no, that's the police station. Is this the medical clinic? That's the medical clinic. Hold on. I want to move this then. Beautiful. So I know that we already have this medical clinic, but you guys know I like to use this. To me, it looks like a therapist office. So this will be our little mental health office. And I think I'm going to move this. Yeah, it probably will fit there. The other thing we could do, oh, we could create a nice little, because we have the library and then we do have this elementary school, which I'm kind of using as a daycare. Could put these three things together in a nice little designed campus. That would actually look really nice. And then I'm wondering, can we fit the bank over here? tucked in there. Maybe we can probably bring this forward a little bit. Put the bank there on that corner. Okay, that works for me. All right, so then in here, then we can do a little, like a little mini campus with these right in here. Goodbye, loopy. We'll have other loopies for sure, for sure. Okay. All right, let's design something really nice here. So I don't want anything on the tram road, but I do want to bring like a pedestrian path down here. So let's do, yeah, so if we did some room for some nice detailing, and then this is the library. Or no, that's like the daycare. This is the library. Yeah, so let's do this. What I'd like to do is bring a little pedestrian road from here down. Perfect. And then let's do, yeah, just some little low bushes there is fine. And then that way, yeah, because this library has this back area, which I really like. We've left some room there, which is important. Okay. This clinic does not have an area in the back, so I think it would be nice to let this kind of live on the pedestrian road. That would be very nice. And then our daycare as well. Let that come right up to the path there. Well, you know what we should do actually is, I'm going to put this one over here. Perfect. We're going to let our daycare be here, and then we could have a little park space right in here. We can use our little fencing on roads here in a nice way. So let that all be protected. Same here and here and here. Okay, somewhere we're creating a little area. Oh, this is this way though. I guess we'll turn this. No, I want to leave that like that. Okay. It'd be nice to fit in a little bit of parking behind here. Yeah, and then we can have a little park in here. So we can grab have our little playground. That is the little outdoor gym. Let's do this. Little playground here. And then we could just do some nice trees. Doesn't need to be anything too crazy. Yeah, that's nice. Lots of room to run around. We've got some lovely, and then what we can do just to make this feel a little bit safer is, since there's this little fence here, go ahead. Let's just use this here. And pull that up to there. Okay, nice. Hello, Matilda. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. No worries, Shannon. No worries at all. I totally understand. No worries at all. Okay, so let's grab through our little pedestrian area here. Okay, this is really nice. All right, let's get a little parking back here. We can fit 2 little spots right here. Grab these and bring them here. There's a little extra parking there, which is nice. Okay. And additionally, yeah, what we could do is bring through this pedestrian road and let it go along here, which I think would look really nice. This is the other medical clinic. I'm not sure where we're going to put that yet. Let's just move this here for the moment. Let's get this pedestrian road in here. I want that to be right up close. Can I get that to go here if I move these? Yes, I can. Okay, so let's just grab these. We're going to move these over a smidge. Lovely. Move these back. Fantastic. Okay, I like this. Really catering to some nice pedestrian movement through town, which I am a big fan of. Okay. All right, very good, very good. I think I don't want the fire station, police station here. I do think I'd like those somewhere else. You know, this would be a good place to put them actually up in this corner. So let's do that. Also, this is nice. It's easier for the fire truck to get wherever it needs to go. Now, what I'd like to do is give these a bit more space out front. Okay, and then I want to give them some shared. You guys know where I'm going with this. we've got this lovely basketball court, which we can use. Nice little shared space. Fantastic. Perfect. Okay, very nice, very nice. I like that. And we can do some nice little detailing here just to make this look a little bit nicer. Fantastic. Okay. All right. I think that's really nice then. And then we can do some nice landscaping back here. And in fact, what we should probably do is grab our fence and just pull that all the way through like so. Okay. Very good, very good. Aw, thanks. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you guys like it. We're getting there. We're getting a town put together. Okay, so then I guess it makes sense. We've got our little post office here. This is the other medical clinic. Let's just pop that in there. It fits perfectly. That's so nice. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I don't think this is where I'm going to keep the high school. I think I honestly want to, like, we've got this elementary school. I think I kind of want to move those over. We do have this, this Countryside High School does look like a church to me. I think what I'm going to do actually is, especially since we're thinking about reworking this road, I might think about how this comes across here. I'm going to take that off for now, just for now. Let's move this over for the moment. We'll worry about that area next. And then this church-looking building, I would love to put here so the pedestrian road kind of dead ends into the church. I always like when there's a bit of a nice like vista, little view there, which is nice. Okay, and then we could put a little church parking over here. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, then we can take a little pedestrian road here and just bring that into the church from the parking lot. I think that works. Let's just grab some little hedges here. This is coming together very nicely today. Okay, lovely. So there's our little church there. And then what we can do actually is go ahead and grab this farm fencing. We can attach this up so it looks like it's all together. Oh, that looks very nice and clean then. Okay, perfect. And we should do the fence on the other side here. Oh, you know, we do need, oh, should we bring in the cemetery? Well, would the cemetery fit here? I mean, it wouldn't really make sense to have a cemetery on the tram road, but I mean, yeah, it's a little too big. Oh, it would fit back here though. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn this around and we're gonna bring it here, and then we'll bring a little road up this way. Because yeah, it shouldn't be on the tram road, but it could sit behind the other church here. Fantastic. Okay, let's grab our little 1U. And we are just going to that's all that it wants, and then it feels like it's connected. We can put some nice little parking up here. Okay, love that. Oh, I like it when these things come together in such a nice way. Okay, and then we're gonna bring this to the edge here, like so. We needed a cemetery anyways, so, and just happened to fit perfectly in this space. Gotta take the wins when they come like that. Love it when things come together in that way. Okay. And we just need a little surface painter here, and we are good to go there. And we can do some little hedges down this way. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, and there's this little gap here where you could definitely see. I'm just gonna draw this here. We're gonna use move it. That is not turning out the way that I want it to. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to use some surface painter here. Pull this dirt texture through. I just want to have the appearance of like a little walking path back to the cemetery. So that's nice. Okay. that works. You just kind of got to walk around that bush, but that's fine. It works. It works for what it needs to be. Hello, Greg. Nice to see you. Oh, I know. I always forget to use the line tool. Not always, but I've been trying to use it more. I do forget that it's there. I think because there was a while I was doing vanilla and I just, you know, just forgot about it. Just forgot about it. Okay. This is good. And then we can have something a little commercial right in here, which will be nice. So we can definitely do that. Okay, I think this is where I want all these placed. And then we've got these industrial uses here, and we do have this office park here. But we definitely could do, we'll definitely do some commercial in here. But we do have a little industry demand, so maybe I'll do something with that. Okay, I think we have everything the town needs, with the exception of the commercial stuff like grocery store and things like that. We didn't detail this up, so let's do that before we move on. This just needs to be centered. It's already well detailed. Little post office here. We could add a touch of parking. Right there. Kind of match up with, there's a little parking there already, which is great. That to the edge. And then back in here, behind the post office, this we could put a little commercial something. You know what would be nice here is actually, I wonder if one of the smaller Green City little kind of grocery, I would definitely want a bigger grocery store, but I bet a small one could fit here. Isn't there like 4x2? Yeah, one of these. Little public market. That's very cute. And then what we'll do is we'll move this over to the corner here. And then we can fit just a smidge of little extra parking there, which is nice. Okay, and then there's plenty of room for truck to access that if they did go like come in this way or whatever. So that's nice. Okay, very good. Yeah, I do like how this little elder care area turned out. I mean, what a fun little retirement community. You've got everything within walking distance. And then you're right next door to this, which is like, you're never going to get bored. Never going to get bored. Okay, cool. All right. So what I would like to do is figure out the placement of our schools over here. Oh, we do have this daycare center, actual daycare center. Do we want to put this kind of over in town, over in here? Actually would fit there. Let's do that. Yeah, that has some nice little parking out front. Let's just scooch this back just a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Look at all the parking in here, Greg, that we worked in. And Greg is saying it's not enough. All right, let's figure out how this road is gonna, I think it's just gonna attach here. And I really want all this to be residential. I want to mess with this tram thing a little bit, I think. But maybe what we do is we do a little like mini school campus right here. I love this high school building. It is my favorite. If we did this kind of like, oh, it'd be good to fit in a sports something too in this area. Yeah. I think we have room for it. Okay, let's attach this road first. I think we can clean this up a little bit and just make a little bit of a nicer curve here. Lovely. Okay. Whoops. All right. Yeah, what sports field do we want here? So there is the little soccer field. Oh, I think that's the one that's gonna fit. I think everything else is so big. I do love this one. Oh, this one's nice with the angles of this building too. I think we figure out a way to fit it in. It just looks good with that. Okay, let's just move this over here. Let's get this fit in. Yeah, I mean, these look like they fit together. That's so great. We can actually kind of back this up to the roundabout. And we can have a little bit of a road that comes back there. But that's so great. Like you're coming out of the back of the high school and oh, that's perfect. Yeah, and then we can just have a little road right here. Man, I love it when you have those days in City Skylines where everything is just like working so nicely in your favor. That doesn't always happen. Okay, and then we can fit a nice size parking lot over here for the high school and the sports venue. Lovely. Oh, I love that. I mean, these buildings really look like they fit together, just the way that they have their angles set up and everything. That is so great. Okay, so then what we can do, now that we have this tool, is we can just put a nice fence along here and a fence along here, and then we can do a fence along the roundabout, like that way. Okay, we gotta do a little smoothing here. Just smoothed out just a little bit. A little bit of smoothing. And then I wonder if we could fit one of those new basketball court little one. I'd like one of these. This big one would be nice though. I wonder if we can fit this in. I bet we could with Move It. I'd like it to have a little bit, yeah, just a little bit of space there. Oh, if we actually figure out a little road coming in this way. Can we get this to fit this way? This would look so nice. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Let's figure out this then. Just need a little road coming in. Actually, let's go ahead and let this come all the way up. That is nice. Okay, and then we'll take our pedestrian path here. Bring that up there. And then just have another path here. Lines that up. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it, love it. Craig says I'm all about horse-drawn characters and bicycles. Same. Oh my gosh, I love all the angles here. This is so great. Love that. Okay. And then, oh my gosh, so nice. Okay, and then we could fit in something back here, which would be really nice to put in. Would be nice to have so the thing we could put in, there's a couple options here. We could put in like a small little library. We could put in like portable type buildings, which you will see on campuses. That's an option. So there's these ones. So we could put in that, even though this is elementary school, but it does look like portable buildings. And you will see those. I think there is a small, yeah, there's the school library. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's nice. I do like this. Nice school library building. If we did that this way. I think have I even used this one in this build? Maybe. nice is this though? That looks really sharp. That fits in well too. Okay, and then I think the rest is just landscaping. And we don't need a lot of it, but a little bit here and there. What I'd like to do is pull a little do a little dirt path back here. So kind of the back of this building there, that would look nice. Can I get this to not attach to the road? I don't think it's gonna let me do that there, but that's all right. That can just be there. There's a fence there. Okay. It's like a little dirt desire path there. Oh, this looks really nice for a little high school. Let's just say little. It's a nice high school campus. Okay, I dig that. And then the elementary school. I think it'd be really nice in here. Man, these brutalist service buildings are just so well designed. They're really pretty. Where's kind of the entrance on this? I guess here. Yeah, this is the entrance here. I kind of would like kind of switch this around so the entrance is on this road here, and then have it come back from the road a little bit, and then we could just put some little parking out front. Like so. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, and then on this tram road here, gotta have a little bit of safety there, very important. And we'll bring this little fence in. To there. Okay, we're gonna need to move it to pull that down, but that's fine. So if I do that, it'll do the whole road, and I just wanted to do it to there. So that's okay. Nothing that a little tree can't help fix a little gap in the fence, right? Boom. Didn't even know it was there. Didn't even know it was there. Okay, and then I do think we can do just a nice little path here at the back. Nice little official path in. Nice little tree there. Okay. They have the playground in there, so I think we just leave this open green space in case they want to have more room to run around on some grassy area. Okay. A Nathan's hot dog stand. Let's actually, we are going to put that in our park build. Greg. So don't worry about that. But we could fit in a little, you know, remind me, we're going to definitely do a food truck park in here. So we definitely will add in a little Nathan's. Oh, my voice just went. Little, because we have it now. We've used it before. Excuse me. Okay, I think we have everything set up. I do want to mess with this a little bit because I think this is, I think we can do another little roundabout down here. So let's do that. I am gonna go right here and we're gonna go 60. 60, 60. Okay, so then with this, all right, and then this is going to need to be, let me just go in here. This will need to be tram road up to there, and then this is just like a regular, road. Through there. And then we've got our little tram turnabout. Okay. That's fine with me. And then I did kind of like the nice curve. Can I still make that happen? Maybe. Oh yeah. Just doesn't look like a nice curve anymore, but we can fix this. It's a little funky, but it's like, you know, the end of the town. It's fine. Let's actually do a little like that. I guess we really don't need this road going straight through if we have these roads here. Yeah, I guess we actually don't. I don't mind this. I'm not liking this. Let's redo that. Bear with me, everybody. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that road. Just doing like a regular. like that. There we go. Something like that. We can just straighten that out just a little bit. Okay, there we go. And then what would make sense is actually to make these one-way roads. So there was, yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense. And then in that case, this doesn't need to be asymmetrical. This can just be a plain road there. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. All right, so the thing we need to, no worries, Shannon. You know, I appreciate that you guys are here. I know a lot of you like to lurk in the background. Some of you watch back later. I just appreciate it so, so much. Okay, so the thing we did here is we broke our bike road. So we do need to, and maybe what it is, yeah, so then what we're going to do here, this a smidge. We are going to make that not a bike road there. It doesn't need to be. Okay. And then, yeah, I still want this to be a bike road coming up that way. And then what we can do is just, I don't know why the game is flickering. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know what is going on with all of that. Okay, and that's fine. Our bike road just ends here, which is totally fine. This is the end of the town. Maybe we bring it up and have it end here at the tram. Maybe that's where it ends. And some regular parking there. Regular road for some street parking. Yeah, okay, I think that's where that ends. And I used the wrong tree on here. I was supposed to use these ones. Oh, I did use those there. No, it was up here when I changed these out. There we go. Now we've got the right tree. Okay, so now what we need to decide is this is going to be all residential in here. All of it's going to be residential. So the thing is, what style do we think would look good? The City Skylines 2 road tools are so good though, and they are really easy to use. But I know what you mean, like the look of it is very different. Okay, so for this area, what do we think? I think this is all going to be low density. And then I think these three could be some apartment buildings here, and then we'll do some commercial, and then maybe some little industry uses back here. And we could do some nice apartment buildings on this side, but I think everything in here is low density. What haven't we used in a while? Let's see. So for the housing, there's residential, okay, wall to wall. We need to actually paint an area. That's what we need to do. Let's get a district painted here. Okay, so definitely not the countryside. That doesn't work. We could do emerging downtown. We've used that quite a lot. We could do European suburbia. We could do mid-century modern. I haven't done mid-century modern in a while. That's got all the pools and stuff. That could look nice. Or we do, I think we either do European suburbia or mid-century modern. I'll let you guys vote. Let me put a little vote thing in here. Start a poll. Okay, so we're gonna do suburbia sub or mid-century modern housing. I'm gonna start this poll. I'm gonna heat up my tea. I'm gonna put you guys on a little tram ride here while I heat up my tea and let Anna out. And I'll let you guys vote in that poll, and we'll see where we end up. Okay, looks like we're definitely going mid-century modern. I think that's a really great idea. I think that kind of goes with the vibe of like the museum district area. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, let's get out of our little view here. All right, let's go ahead, take this to a normal speed. All right. So this is going to be mid-century modern. Excellent. And let's just start getting this filled in. This is being really wonky there. Okay, we can speed this up now. And I'm not worried about homes being on this tram road. This is going to be a very quiet part of town. So I am not fussed about that at all. Okay, this is starting to fill in nicely. These are being a little wackadoo, so that's okay. We can. I think if we just do that, but then we'll put these back to what they were supposed to be. And I know I just messed up my fence, so I'll fix that. Yeah, I think the mid-century modern is a really good call in this area. And these will look really nice when they're like fully leveled up. They really will. You know what I think we could do down here is we could make a really cute little like park down here and make this like really nicely landscaped down here. I think that would be good. Okay. All right, we're gonna let that all fill in. And I think, yeah, let's go ahead and do a few places here. here and here. And then I think I'm going to do apartment buildings here. So we'll just let those fill in, see what develops there. Yeah, I like to take off the odd bits when I do zoning like that. Okay, we are doing well here. All right, while that's filling in, let's work on filling out a bit of commercial here. So I'd like to do something in this area here. Lots of pedestrian activity here. This is great. That's what I love to see. I'm going to put this back to slow. All that's going to slowly build up. We don't need to be on fast speed there. Okay, so what do we want to put down here? I think what would be nice if we did a little bit of parking back here and then have this be like a little shopping. I think that would look very sharp. Like a little parking along the back, and then we'll leave room for a little pedestrian road here to come that way. Okay, so then let's look for, do we have a 3x2? We do have some 3x2s. Let's see here. Not anything really interesting. We do have that one. Kind of not the vibe I was going for though. Do we have anything in here? Oh, we have some of these. What would these look like? I don't mind a little bit of height here. Oh, those look nice. They're kind of like plain, but they kind of have it kind of matches with the museum district. Like it's kind of like, I don't know what the right word is, but it's a little art. It's like a little okay, let's move this here. Nice. Okay, and then you know what we can do is we could grab a little bicycle parking there. Not a bad thing to have. Let's move this back. Try to kind of make this look really nice there. See if we can center this up a little bit more. Okay, I dig that. Little bicycle parking there. Okay. All right, now let's see, what do we have here? We could do a, yeah, we could definitely fit in 4x4s in here for sure. And I think that'll get some of the, oh yeah, we do have, ooh, this nice Art Deco building. That would look really nice. Oh, I'm making sure, did I mark those historical? Yes. Let's do that color. Yeah, I like that. That feels cool. I dig that. Oh, there is this hotel. Maybe we can put a hotel over in here, though, would be better. So we'll save that for another. But I was thinking, yeah, like some of these shopping could be really nice here. Let's just move that there. Excellent. And then we could do, yeah, we could definitely fit that in with Move It. It's definitely what I was thinking of, is some of these shopping buildings here. Okay, that has a very nice look to it there. And that's great. We have the parking out back. We've done that all along our road. So I love that. Let's clean this all up with a little surface painter here. Okay. Don't forget hitching posts for my horse. I won't share because it's not my place to share, but No Mercy is perfectly fine, and I will let them share if they want to, but they're fine. They're totally fine. Things are very good, actually. So they're just, they got stuff going on right now. But I will let them share if they want to. I guess we could bring this road into the roundabout here. That would make sense. That looks much better. Okay. I dig that. Okay. Yeah, I'd like the majority of the buildings to sit on this road. Let's also do yeah, let's also do parking here. Like so. Leave room for a nice pedestrian connection here. Like so. Put that there. Okay, great. Okay, there is a bus stop here, so let's go ahead and also honor that. Although they can, oh, that's nice though. They can actually just walk down to the pedestrian road. I'm okay with that then. Then what we'll do is I actually do want to put a fence on this side there. And I do want to put some nice big buildings here. That is going to be very, very nice. Okay. All right, so again, we're going to look for some nice 4x4. Yeah, this could be like a nice little shopping district back here. I like that. Let's fix our lighting. Yeah, like a nice little shopping street, which makes sense then to have the tram here. Yeah, that works really nice. And we're pulling through a little bit of height, which I do like. We won't have height going this way, but I'm okay with having a little height here before we move down into the town that way. So I think that actually works really nicely. Okay. Honestly, this should just be like a pedestrian shopping street. We've got the parking here, which is nice. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm gonna go, yeah, just some nice little trees there. Okay, so then let's do, fill that in then. Yeah, a nice little pedestrian shopping street. Okay, let's it's kind of a nice smaller size. I feel like this could go here as we're bringing the height down. That's actually a really good building for there. Mark that historical. Okay, and then do that. Okay. And then we go back to our, do these again. Need to make this. Ooh, this one's actually going to work better as a corner. That way. Put this one here, and then we can fit. This will fit. Just gotta move it and move these things around a little bit. Lovely. And then we have a very nice like shopping pedestrian street there. Okay, that looks nice. I think we could definitely fix these a little bit. There we go. Okay, and let's grab our parking like so, and this will be all filled in. There we go. Little, good old vanilla. I guess they came from a content creator, or like a pack, but OG like little shopping area. Hopefully you guys like that. I know our population is doing very well. Doing very well. Yeah, I do like that too. And like I have been intentional in some areas in the city to like have desire paths where they're just like dirt paths, but yeah, as you guys know, I can't help myself. If there looks like there should be a pedestrian connection, I'm gonna put one there. That's just... Okay, we could fit... No, that is not going to fit there, but we could do the other one. I think this one's smaller, right? No, it's the same size. Okay, never mind. It's like we could fit a tiny little plaza there, but we cannot, and that's okay. What we can do is a little piece of art, because we are near the museum district. Why not? Let's put a little piece of art right there. That's lovely. Okay, and then we definitely need something here. We need like a little 2x2. And I need to fix my music. There we go. Okay, that's nice. That fits in with the vibe. All right, and let's get in here and just make this look really sharp. Bring this down. Lovely. Okay, and then along this back side here, I feel like we could do a pedestrian path back here. Very nice. Okay, a little bit of landscaping, and this will look really nice. Let me use my line tool, since I do always forget to use this, and it saves so much time. You know, I love my little hedges. But I genuinely forget to use it. Okay, and then we can go in and do the little spots. Just didn't like what we were doing. Actually, I don't want people to be using the path there. So we'll just cover it up, even though they will, because it's City Skylines, but we'll do that there. Ooh, we should let this be a little bit of a patch of green space that people can use back here. Why not? Let's put this right here. And let's just... Can we do some like little art back here? Like it's a little statue park. And then we just need some little benches maybe. It's always nice to have just little green spaces that you can use. Yeah, especially if you work around here. Nice little place to come sit on a break or something. Not a bad idea. Okay, and then here we just need some lovely trees. Nice fluffy trees. Beautiful. Okay. I think that's a really, I'm gonna try to mark all that historical. Yeah, this is a really nice little pop of height to kind of also pull through the height of our museum district, this office park, before then we go off into low density there. So I think that's really good. Oh my gosh. The ongoing joke of the Pancreas Park. I think it will be ongoing forever, which I don't mind. I love a good ongoing joke. You guys are too funny though. Oh, this is like, there's little shops here. Let's honor that, fill that in. Let's just clean this all up here. Okay. You know what we could probably put here is, I know what we could put here. Speaking of office, yeah, I like this one. It looks very nice. Little office. That looks nice. Okay. And then this is another one I really like. These kind of small, the high-tech ones, high-tech industry. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay. Why not? So we can fill this all in. Okay. We're going good. David, hello. Nobody's ever late. Don't worry about it. That's a good one, Bobble. Bobble says, sometimes I dress like a chicken and go on a jog across the road. It's become a bit of a running joke. Oh, it's a good one. That's a good one. Too funny. Too funny. Okay. This area is starting to really come together nicely now. All right. We could put, you know, it might look nice here, a little bit of industrial, but like the industrial that looks like the level 3 on the emerging, or the Industrial Revolution, because they have like the nice, yeah, these ones, they have the nice office building look. Let's see, if we did 2 by 2, those really don't have, yeah, here we go, these do. If we did this one, these ones facing this way. Yeah, I do like that. I do think I want to move them back a little bit. They have a little bit of room there. It's not so tight. And Honestly, same here. Let me move this back a little bit. Just to give it a little bit more space. Okay, and then we can do a nice 4x4 one. Very nice. Okay. And then we can just use a little bit of landscaping just to kind of clean that up and make it look. Let's actually use some rocks just to make it look nice back here. Fantastic. Okay, that's nice and lots of room for trucks to pull in, park. That's good. That is good. And then whatever we put here, we have a nice little landscaped barrier there, which is great. All right. Okay, and so I think probably some nice, we did some 3x3s. Yeah, we can do this one, and that one there. Very good. And then like just like a regular office building could look good. I do like this one. Yeah, that's nice. And then we could probably fit in put that there. Just move these ones back just a little bit. A little parking in front of this building here. works nicely. And then we can tuck a little bit here because this is a big entrance there. So we'll let that be. Okay, MR is historical, right? Okay, good. Perfect. Very lovely, very lovely. Okay, I think we're getting there. Steve says in the chat, next Sunday, with Joy's approval, of course, will be the annual Star Wars dad joke tournament. You guys can do dad jokes whenever you want. You guys are too funny. Greg says, a horse walks into a bar. The bartender asks, why the long face? Classic. Okay. This is coming together really nicely. I'm very happy with this. I know I keep saying that, but today has just flowed very well, which is so nice. All right, so I know we talked about putting in a hotel. I think like at the end of this pedestrian road, if we could center something here, I think that would look really nice. And I think we should grab, there's this nice, there's this nice small hotel, which, oh, that's not the right one. This is the one. Yeah, I like that. And let's center it up so that way when you're coming from this way, you've got this nice view down the pedestrian path to the hotel. I think that's really nice. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I like that. Oh, you know what we did not put in here was a little laundromat. That's gonna be important. So we're gonna have all of this be apartments around here. Yeah, let's see where we can fit in. Yeah, I really like this laundromat. Let's put it there, just on the side of the hotel. I think that makes sense. And you know what I'd like to do is let's actually push this down to here. And I'd love to put next to the hotel, I'd love to have like a little coffee shop. Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice to have a little coffee shop. And then, you know what also would be nice is a little, oh, we also have the, oh yeah, the, let's put this in here. The bakery. The bakery, the donut shop. You got your little coffee cafe, and then you've got the bakery here on the corner. I think that's excellent. And I think we just put a nice little tree on the corner there. Beautiful. Excellent, excellent. Okay. All right. I do have this space in here. What I'm thinking is this could be like a little mini farmer's market here. Like this is a really good spot for it. So yeah, this is perfect actually. Yeah, that would be great. We do those there. That there. Do that there. Those there. And then what we can do in the center is this little guy right here. Perfect. And then we just take some dirt surface painter and we just lean into it. And then we have a nice little mini farmer's market. Excellent. Let's mark all of these historicals so they don't disappear on us. This is also a great amenity to have near the hotel too, like little farmer's market. That is great. Okay, we need some trees here. Lovely. Okay. Fastest, easiest, quickest little farmer's market. Not an extensive Joy farmer's market, but it works. It works. Okay, I went a little too heavy on the surface painter here, but we can fix that. Let's just bring this back a little bit. Fantastic. You know what we could put in here is little tree, little tree. Perfect. Okay. And then we have a little commercial area here left. So, oh yeah, a gas station. That's going to be important to have. We could put that down here though. Gas station down there. All right, now I was thinking about the movie theater. Yep, and the ice cream shop. Little ice cream shop, little movie theater. Okay, and then 2x3. Nice little shopping building, a little commercial shop there. Love that. And then maybe we just do another one here. Yeah, that has a nice look to it. I do like these. Okay, let's pull this back so it matches the theater there. Excellent. Okay. That won't fit. We do have some parking here. That's nice. Oh, we have parking all across the street here. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that then. Let's just find a nice 2x2. I do love the little corner store. You know, I'm a fan of this one. Always good to have a little corner shop. Hey, I think this is a great town. The town at the end of this side of the river, of Cider River. Oh, I'm getting something delivered. Anna's gonna have a fit here. I'm gonna put you guys on a little tram ride and we'll be right back. All right. Anna still is having a little bit of a fit. We'll see. Yes, we definitely need garbage. I think over here with a service area, we could definitely do, we do have stuff right here too, but yeah, it'll be good. We can put some stuff over there. We could put a little community recycling center back here though. We could make that work. Let's actually put this little gas station, a little corner there. Yeah, we could put a little community recycling center back here because those, that works. We could definitely do that. Actually, I wonder if we can fit this right back in here. I bet we could, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, We can make that work. Oh, it's not right on the road. All right. Some little extra office buildings back here. We still have a little bit of industrial demand, so it's a good spot for them. Okay, and then I think we could put 2 apartments back here. Finally, delivery guy's leaving. Okay, good. Good girl, Anna. That was good. You were having a fit there for a minute. Not the prettiest of apartment buildings, but they do work in that little spot, I think. I think that works really well. Put a little parking on the corner there. Okay. Man, this area is filling out nicely. We need to do some nice detailing in here, of course. But yeah, I'm happy with the collection of commercial buildings we have, especially since they're really close to this whole section where we have a lot of commercial shopping as well. But yeah, I think across from the museum district, this is looking really nice. We're getting there. Okay, so we have some room down here for a little bit more commercial. We have the demand. So let's see, 4x3 potentially. Do. Her delivery squirrel. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Miss Anna, you're good. You guys are too funny. Hello, yes, Anna. Okay. All right, so let's go into our commercial buildings here. That actually looks nice next to our little church there and cemetery. That is nice. Oh, this is a great corner store, but it's not facing the right way, so we won't use that. Oh, a little drive-through on the corner could be nice. That could be very nice. And a little, I think we could fit this here. A little catfish cafe tucked in there. Yeah, that's nice. That works. That works. Let's mark these historical. Lovely. Okay. All right, let's check in on, I think all this is filled in now. It's just got to take time to level up. Oh, that's right. These two spots I left because we can just plop. Because the zoning there is just not cooperating. So let's go back here and plop some. Throw some little A-frames in there, why not? Why not? Okay. Yeah, once these all level up, then we can go through and detail in between, because we're really not gonna be able to see what's what until that is. Okay. All right, let's fill in all this with apartment buildings. And I think if we did the Art Deco, that would look really nice. Yeah, these ones. Look really good. Should we just do these ones along here and maybe do, yeah, if we did these here. Mark these historical. And then if we did, yeah, these are really nice there. And then we would need 3x4 apartment building in between there. And we could do a nice, could do a little Brooklyn and Queens maybe. Let's see what else there is though. Yeah, those look a little weird. That's a little weird also. Those don't look nice. That one's not bad. It's not bad. Kind of not what I'm looking for though. Let's look at 3x3s. Let's just see. Oh, I do love, these are my favorites. This is a nice one. Oh, I do like this one. This one's really nice. Yeah, let's do this one in between here. Pull that back. I like this little apartment building. This looks very cute. And then I'd like to center these up a little bit more. Let's move it here. Shift, 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 and center that up to there. Okay, that's very cute. Yep. All right, and then we can do that there on the corner. That's too tall. Don't really like that. What about some green cities? Oh, here we go. Yeah, green cities would be nice in here. I'm just trying to like get a good, nice, dense, you know, kind of get them a bit packed in. Because our museum district, I'm sure it's going to take a lot of people to work there. Okay, that's kind of a funky little eclectic. I do like that. That's not bad. All right, and then let's do, is there a 3x2? There is. Oh yeah. That's kind of cute. Again, just like super eclectic mix here, but why not? I kind of want to, no, I think that works. I like this one here. Now I'm not sure if I like this here. I might want to do, sorry everybody. I almost wonder if we should do 2 of these. Oh, and I like the different color. The different color there is nice. Okay, yeah, I like that. I do like that. Let's move this back a little bit. Make sure I make all those historical. Okay, good. And actually, I think what I would like to do here is change this up a little bit. We're going to take these out. Do a nice path all the way around. Let's bring this one back to here as well. And I like the idea of having this nice path. All along the back of these apartments. Very nice. Fantastic. Okay, and then what we can do here is, where are, these ones that I love? They'll fit really well in here with a little bit of movement. These are such pretty apartment buildings. There's some of my favorites. Okay. That's nice. Let's do get a different color on this one. So we have 3 different colors. There we go. And then when we come back to like detail in between the apartment buildings, we could do some nice detailing in there. Give it a little park area back there. Okay. It's like a fun little eclectic mix, right? Hello, nice to see you, Patrick. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Oh, like I said, I'm sorry I missed a notification, but no one's ever late. It's just, you know, everyone's got things going on. Totally understandable. But this is what we've been working on, is filling in this town, which has been working very nicely. All right, let's get in our last, this garbage should have been picked up by now. Is there something wonky with that? Because shouldn't be like a turnaround issue. Plus it's like in the pedestrianized area anyways. We'll have to look into that. Okay. So then again, we're coming here for some apartments. I do like these. These can go here around our hotel. They are a perfect fit. Lovely, lovely. Put a little shop here. Why not? Perfect. Okay, now in here we can do some really nice apartments. Now, what might work here is those emerging downtown apartments, but I think those are in here, right? So they don't have the density. Or no, are they in here? Because there's those nice corner pieces that I'm thinking of that we could use. Oh yeah, they're in here. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking these ones. They've got that nice yeah, the corner. And then is there maybe that doesn't work the way I think I would need. Could do the corners here. Yeah, that looks nice like that. let's do those there. Do them there, and then what we can do is pull a nice little pedestrian path around. Even though they're pedestrian paths, you could see it as potentially a place for a truck to come back and pick up the garbage out there, potentially. Yeah, these look nice. Such nice corner buildings. Let's make sure we mark all these historical. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. That looks really nice. Ah, you moved to West Virginia, but you missed this access to the city. Yeah. There's some times where I do miss when I was living like a stone's throw, like basically in the city, you know? Yeah, there are definitely times where I do miss that. Okay, and then I think what we could do here is if we grabbed a little alleyway road, and we came here, we could fit in, let's first do, well now, yeah, actually let's do, yeah, I'm okay with that actually. I'm okay if there's paths there that people walk on, that's fine. And then actually I just want the paths in the middle. So the path just goes through the middle. And then what we can do is get some nice little parking back here. Yeah, that's nice to have. I'll fix these. Okay, that way there's a nice path through and plenty of room to pull in here. That works. Okay. No Amtrak, unfortunately, but there is a shuttle to the Atlanta airport for when I want to travel. Oh, that's nice that there's a shuttle at least. That is nice. Okay, so there's the apartments on that side then. And I kind of want to do something a little different over here. So, there are these ones, which have a very nice look to them. There's also these kind of row apartment buildings. Kind of not what I want though. I do want something I think a little bit more in kind of this vein here. We could do these here side by side. It matches with the style here. Oh, and these have the nice parking out back. Oh, we should flip these around. Oh, actually, no, let's leave them this way, and then whatever apartments we put over there, they can kind of share this parking. Let's do that. Let's center this. Let's actually give them some space, so there is some space between the buildings there. Okay, yeah, that's actually nice. Let's mark these historical. Oh, you're already upgrading? No, don't you dare. Not allowed. All those people that already moved in. I'm so sorry. So sorry. You can come right back. Okay. Let's put that there. And then on this side, we can do 4x3 something. Those aren't bad. What about the... Oh, these are going to be too much. What about 2x3? I'm not really a fan of how those look. Oh, these are the ones that we kind of use there. Could do those on the end here. Not really. Yeah, I like the idea of like doing a bit of a mix of different buildings here. So yeah, then I think what we do is we do 2x2 in the emerging downtown. These are nice. Grab those. And then we can do that's nice as well. Okay, I feel like that's a really kind of like nice little mix. I'm gonna pause this for a second so nothing upgrades, but let's look at what this looks like. Oh yeah, that's like a nice kind of grouping of apartments. I do like that. Let's mark all these historical. I love the green cities in the mix too. That's very nice. And I know I really packed them in there, but that's really, we didn't have a lot of room in this town for some high density apartments, so this is kind of the place to stack them. Yeah. And this is nice that they have the parking out back here. So that looks nice. Let's just fill this all in. And then what we can even do is all of these, we can pull back from the road a little bit so they have a little bit of breathing room. Not that one. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. I dig that. Yeah, that's like a nice, like if we're looking at the height, like this office is still the tallest, and then we're kind of bringing the height down this way, which I really like. So I think that's a nice little grouping there. I think that some of these might be a little tall on that side, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Okie dokie. Well, we got a whole lot done today. I'm very happy with this. I hope you guys like this as well so far. But everything just came together today so nicely without much headache at all. I love that when that happens. But yeah, I think this is looking good. So I'll be back on Tuesday, and just depending on how I feel, I might work on this a little bit more. I would love to detail up this. Detailing this whole museum thing is going to take a while, so I think that's going to have to wait till we have a good bit of time. This is going to be hefty, but I'm excited to do it, so that'll be great. Look at all the people moving into our new area, though. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. All right, everybody, I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me on this lovely Sunday morning. I hope everyone is doing well and having an enjoyable weekend. I appreciate everyone here who was in the chat and everyone who's just, you know, watching behind the scenes. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.